20 years, two strokes, two marathons, two Guinness World Record attempts. And here we are. Today is Thankful Thursday. It's also Throwback Thursday with Fiance Files with the one and only Sekou Wright and Fee King. Join us today. Check in, chat with us. We're talking about all things love, relationships, friendships, challenges, how we navigate our relationship. Let's go. 20.
Oops. Sorry, folks. What's happening?
Welcome
What's
to
happening?
Fiance Files with Sekou Wright. Him right there.
Yeah. Welcome to Fiance Files.
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning, Sekou Wright.
Good morning, Pekin.
This is a true good morning because this guy has already been out running miles early in the morning. Like when I say miles, tell the folks how many miles you ran.
5 miles. 5 miles. What are you talking about? Because the doubt started yesterday. So yesterday, my friend texted me. He's like, "Hey, man." Well, I guess I should include this in the story. So he sent me a message, text, said, "Hey, man, you ready to do 5 miles tomorrow?" I was like,
"Oh, is that what he said?"
"Yeah, are you going to do 5 miles tomorrow?" And I was like, what are we talking about? He's like, "Yeah, I'm in town." I said, "Oh, you're in town?" So I shifted gears immediately. "Oh, you're in town? Let's link up." So we went out last night and hung out a little bit. And then when I was dropping him off, he was like, "Oh, so you coming tomorrow, right?" I was like, "Coming to what?" He's like, "Come run 5 miles with me." And I was like, "Oh." And I was thinking about it. I was like, "Yeah, I'll go."
That's
but
hilarious.
I kept thinking, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go. I did.
Even though you told him you were going to go?
Yeah, I kept thinking. I was like, "Oh, I don't think I'm going to go."
Gosh.
So I woke up when my alarm went off, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to go. I'm definitely not going to go." When my alarm went off,
I didn't even hear that alarm.
Man. And I said, "I'm not going to go." And then I put my phone out. I was like, well, maybe I'll go with him for the first, I'll go with him to see him off.
Oh, right? Like watch him run? Really?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so then I went and met him, and we wanted to run in Central Park. And I was like, I've never done that before. I've done that as a part of the marathon, but I've never done it before. I've never run the circumference of Central Park before.
As long as you've lived here, you've
never.
Wow.
Never done that before.
See, a year of first, a lifetime of first. You can have first anytime. I love that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I was thinking about, maybe. But then we got out there, and he had me running faster than I'm used to running.
Mm-hmm.
And so he had me run like 11-minute miles, and woo! I was like, So the first mile.
That's why I didn't go.
Yeah. so I deliberately did not look at my watch. I did not look at my watch because I didn't want to see how far we'd gone. And he stopped. He stopped to do a walk break.
Okay.
And then he told me it's been a mile. And then my mind started thinking. I was like, oh, it's been a mile. You've done your mile. You've done what you accomplished, And
you've done what you've accomplished, but he set out to do 5 miles.
Yeah. So anyway, I just kept on trying to get out of it in my head. And I kept on not voicing it though. That was my thing. Don't voice it. And once I had to walk a little bit, but other than that, I just kept going. Oh, and also, we ran into a running celebrity. And
what's a running celebrity?
Well, I guess the guys that are known for running. Yeah, like
then that would be you.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I really haven't dived into it the way they have, but I can. But this guy, he's known, and I saw him coming. Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I had my glasses off because I was tired. I had my glasses off, and I was like, that looks like looks like Matt. And I put him on the grass. I was like, yo! And he's like, yo! He's got so much energy. He's like, yo! And he was like, yeah, it's me. What's up? And I
love that he said, yeah, it's me.
Yeah. I forget what he said, what he actually said. Don't quote me. But he said something of that caliber.
Yeah.
And he ran, and we shot a little video with him.
Do you have it?
And do I have it? Let me see if I have it. Let me see if I have it. Let me see if yeah, I have it. So
oh, what?
Let me see. This to new link.
Oh my goodness.
Refresh this.
I love that there's a such thing, running celebrity. That is so dope.
Yeah. Running celebrity.
Right?
Let me see if I can get this. All right, how can I? Okay, it's loading, folks. It's loading. All right, so let me get this on screen. And this guy always runs without a shirt. And so it makes it easy for you to spot him. So let me present, share screen, and here we go. Share, and
Booyah.
then come back here, come up. Okay, so there's Antoine. Antoine's in the middle, gray shirt on.
What's up, Antoine?
Yeah, got me out to do these 5 miles to run the circumference of the park, Central Park. And here's Matt. Is Matt Choi. And this is him. And I was like trying to take a picture of him. It came out as a video. Here we go. Let's see. It's a really quick video. Let me put the it's Ryan video. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
Where's him?
I'm trying to look for Harlem Hill. Is this it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know, bro.
I think we're close. All
right. We'll see you later. Let me put the it's Ryan video. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
Where's him? Couldn't even talk straight. I was so excited. And I was also very tired. But after seeing him in the run, I didn't quit after that. I kept thinking I would have a circle. I'd have a circle of thoughts where I was about to tell Antoine I got stopped. Mm-hmm. And then I would remember seeing Matt and I'd be like, I'm not gonna stop. And I kept just going. And I made it to 5 miles, 5.9 miles. 5.9 miles. Wow. That's crazy.
You know what I love about that story is you never know who's watching.
Yeah.
And you never know. We never know who we're inspiring and influencing.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes we'll be outside running and someone will zip past us. And it's not competition. That person inspires both of us to jog a little faster, or at least have moments where we'll pick up our pace, because it's so exciting to see someone with that much energy. I did a post last night actually, while you were asleep, of Sha'Carri Richardson running. Did you see it?
No, I've heard about her because she just qualified.
Yeah, she's going to Paris for the Olympics.
Yeah.
So she's technically the fastest woman in the world. We don't really know what that means, because Americans always think that we're the fastest and the best in the world. And it could just be the USA. The girl's fast though, right?
It's fast.
And so I did a side-by-side with her killing it and with us jogging. Because in my mind, I can still run that fast.
I think not.
And I remember watching a video with Kevin Hart racing an NFL player. And he just came out the gate running hard and fast and pulled his hamstring.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, "Why? I don't know why I did that." And everyone kept saying, like, pace yourself. But it's inspiring to see Sha'Carri run that fast.
Yeah.
And this morning, I took that with me because I was forced to go on a run by myself because Mr. Sekou Wrights asked me to go, and I was like, I don't want to slow
to go with us at 7 a.m. Yeah, 7 a.m.
And it wasn't the time; it was the amount of miles. I said, I'm ready to push myself, and it helps to have someone like Antoine, who, like Sekou, has been running a run streak, meaning they've been running every day. I think Antoine's been running every day for how many years?
2,000 and something. I was like, we're counting it like it's years. It's like 2,000 and something miles. I was like, wow. 2,000 something 2,000 days. I was like, wow.
So,
and he's the person that introduced me to the idea of running every day.
And inspired you.
It inspired me.
So 2,000 something days is, if there's 365 days in a year, 369, that is thus far almost 4 years.
Yeah. It's a lot. Almost 6 years. I think that's what he told me. I think he told me
that would make sense.
Six
years.
Because
6 years would be 3 times 6, 24, 2,400. Yeah, so if
however you add it up,
it's a lot of years.
It's a lot of years.
And I know that his pace is far faster than mine. And I said, I don't know if I'm really ready to get pushed that much. But what I did, based on you and Antoine and Shakari Richardson, shout out to Shakari, was I did a couple sprints to push myself into that uncomfortable zone. And it was very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was, but I did it. And you did it.
Yeah.
It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah. It was very uncomfortable. Shout out to Antoine for hanging in there. And he kept talking to me about
I would be so upset.
Talking to me about 3 miles. And it made me feel like I was only running 3 miles today. And then, I promised myself I'm not going to look at my watch. I'm not going to look at my watch.
Good.
I'm not going to look at my watch. And then he said, we've done 3.75. I was like, what?
Let's stop.
What?
Stop.
And I was like, all right, I'm going to hang in there for Matt. Hang in there for Matt Choi. Hang in there.
Shout out to Matt Choi.
Matt Choi.
I wish I could have been there.
Yeah, it's a true running celebrity
and influencer.
Yeah, so there's like him and there's the other guy who ran from LA to New York.
I don't know who is that person.
Man, I don't know, but
it's not David Goggins, right?
No.
Okay, we've got to find him.
But he ran from New York, from LA to New York, to New York.
I want us
incredible
to do something like that, and I feel like we're on track. So we just got back from Boston, celebrating this guy's birthday. Happy birthday, Sekou Wrights! I ran in Boston for the first time, and when we decided that we're gonna have a lifetime of firsts, right? And so the lifetime of first, it's something that you might want to wrap your mind around and ask yourself, what can I intentionally engage myself in, whether it's you solo, single, or with your partner, to have some first. We rode the train to Boston for the first time together, which was super dope. Moynihan train station in New York City is sexy.
Yeah, it is.
It's just sexy.
Nice. It's a very nice train station.
Right? It's like you could just go and have a whole date.
Just chill.
At the train station, it is that sexy. It is that modern, great food. Oh my goodness. Amazing coffee, shops, bookstores, everything.
Yeah.
We get to Boston and it's a full-fledged rainstorm and it's cold. I was like, what?
It was a rainstorm?
It was a rainstorm. It was raining when we got there. And it was cold rain. Because I was saying to Sekou, I said, ooh, I hope that this is not like Florida where it rains and it becomes more hot and steamy. No, it was cold rain. I said, yes. The next morning we went for a run. Let me tell you.
Well, you're not morning, right?
No, we went for a run in the morning.
In the morning?
Yeah, it was in the morning.
Okay. I don't remember.
No, it was no.
Right?
It was in the evening.
Yeah, see?
My
Yeah.
bad. Our first full day there, it was in the evening
Hmm.
because we were on vacation.
Yeah.
And when you're on vacation, though, you get to continue to work out and you get to continue to challenge yourself. You get to continue to have first. But baby, that humidity,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm struggling. And so I don't know if you get it when I'm really struggling and you're trying to talk to me and I don't talk, I don't have words for you. You know why? Do you understand what's going on with me?
Well, you're struggling.
Okay, but you keep talking to me.
I'm trying to help you get through it.
That doesn't. It does not help me at all.
Okay.
All right. See the things you don't know about your partner until you have a communication, until you communicate and have a conversation. So Boston was beautiful.
Boston was nice.
Thank you, Sekou parents, for hosting us.
Yes,
Papa George,
thank you.
Mama Janet.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Yeah,
it was fun.
It was fun.
And speaking to the church.
Oh,
Speaking to the church.
we went
now.
to church Sunday.
Woo! That was so powerful.
But Mama Janet told me that church is from 9 to 11. I had a little bit of a reaction. I was like, what? I was like, what are we going to do in church for two hours? And I just said, be present. It's going to be amazing. And it was far more than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah.
Tell them what happened.
So I got up at the end of service and went up to the front. And I initially went up to thank the church for supporting my parents because they are supporting me, right? And talking about that. But the pastor that day had done this thing with bowls, and what was it like?
The children's youth minister.
Thank you.
She made an analogy, and she decided to use the kids to show the symbolism of pouring into your vessel. Like there's one vessel, so she had 5 kids, and every time they had a bowl of water, they poured it into this one receptacle, and it never filled up. Right.
And then at the end of all that, you had to push the vessel into the water for it to be full.
Filled.
Yeah, to be filled. And I don't know why, but it really struck me. And it reminded me of something that I hadn't thought about in ages from my memory. It popped out from my memory. And that's that when I was in the hospital, they were wheeling me around in a wheelchair. And I didn't remember that. I guess I blocked it, but I remembered it then. I was like, oh. And so inspired by her, I spoke about that too. I was like, this is what happened to me. This pushed me on the wheelchair.
We have time. Yeah. Because it's beautiful because you talk about the wheelchair and not wanting to be in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But this was the first time you gave us more backstory.
Yeah.
So I think it's important that you share the backstory of that.
Okay, Fee.
Yeah,
okay, Fee.
Right?
Okay, Fee. So basically, I was talking about how they're wheeling me around, right? Mm-hmm. And when they were wheeling me around, they showed me. They didn't mean to show me, but they showed me my roommates. As we went down the hall, I would look in each room. In each room, I would see another roommate. And all of them were stuck in a wheelchair. Stuck. And I just thought every time I went around, I saw them. And they were always stuck in a wheelchair. And something about it clicked in my head. And I was like, I don't want that for me. I don't want that for me. Yeah. And there was no one to talk to because my mouth didn't work. My vocal cords didn't work. So I couldn't talk to anyone about this. Mm-hmm. Even the people that were coming to talk to me every day, they couldn't understand me. So I was talking to God. That's it. That's it. That's all I had to talk to was God. And he told me to hide the wheelchair. And I was like, no, I'm gonna ask for something else. I'm gonna ask for something else because I don't know about that. And then he kept on. He kept on. I kept on having this idea of hiding the wheelchair just popped into my brain. And I was like, and then I did it. And I folded up the wheelchair, put it in the crack and put it up. And then after a while, they got used to that. And then they brought me a cane. And in the cane, same thing with God. I was like, Lord, I don't want to walk with this cane. And he said to hide the cane. And I was like, oh, okay, let's hide the cane. So I hide the cane everywhere.
You're just in the hospital hiding stuff.
Yeah, hiding stuff. Hiding stuff. And then that made them walk me. I remember this so specifically. There was one Asian woman. He came in. She said, "So where's your cane?" And I was like, Now mind you, I couldn't speak. And she was like, "So you don't have a cane?" I was like, right. And she was looking at me with a hard face, like, "Okay, let's walk then." And then she put all this stuff on me, like this, like a baby carriage, like
where she can kind of
She put all that stuff on me and took me out to walk. And it was just the floor. It was just the floor, but it was so hard. It was so hard. I didn't have anything to hold on to. And I was like, It was hard. It was hard. But while I was walking, I was looking and seeing those same people, my roommates, stuck in their wheelchairs. And every time I would look, they would give me a few more feet. Look in, I see them stuck in a wheelchair, and I fight a little more. And I barely got around, and then I was like, holding on to the door. I was holding on to the door, trying to get to the bed. She's like, "Come on, you're not finished." I was like, "I'm tired." I couldn't speak. I was like,
in your mind,
right? And I made it.
That goes back to my point: how you never know how you're influencing or inspiring someone. So those people in the hospital, who were stuck in wheelchairs, had no idea that they were inspiring you.
Yes.
Just by their state, just by their beingness, they're inspiring you.
Yeah, for sure.
And imagine how many people watch you, see you, hear you when you share your story, whether you're on stage or whether you're in front of the camera. How many people are listening to your story and being inspired to do more? There was a woman after his what do you call it? Standing ovation. After his standing ovation, I didn't see standing ovation
was incredible. By the way, it was incredible. I cried. I did.
He did, and I captured it on video. And I was just like, I don't know. This might not be appropriate in church, but I think it is, because they're now doing virtual church and they had cameras. So I was like, I think it's okay if I film this moment. Sure. He goes outside. We don't know that he goes outside.
I went outside because I had to let my feelings settle, because it was so strong. It was so strong, and people kept coming up to me saying, "Thanks for your testimony. Thanks for your testimony." Like left, right, and I was like, "Okay, I got to get out. I got to get out for a second." And I went outside just to catch my breath, And then when you start to say something.
Yes, I was about to say. Yeah. He goes outside to gather his emotions. A woman followed him out, and her son is a member of the church, and he was just kind of reflecting, and basically she went over to him and she thanked him and asked if she could hug him, and she starts crying because she said, "You made me realize the small things that are going on in my life are so small compared to what you've experienced, and that if you can get past a stroke," she said, first of all, and that was the common thread from everyone that I heard and saw come up to him, say, you don't look like. And I said, it's a blessing that you don't look like what you've been through. It's a blessing that he no longer looks like what he's been through. She gave him a hug. She starts crying and she just thanked him. And then, I just got
to emphasize this woman. because she was leaving. She didn't follow me. She was leaving.
Oh, okay.
She saw me, and she said, and that's it. And she froze like that. And I was like staring at her. And she's just sitting there quiet with her eyes closed. And when she opens her eyes, she's crying. She's like, can I just hug you? And I was like, oh my goodness. And I just came up and hugged her. We hugged each other for a while. And then she was able to gather herself and say what she wanted to say. So give me a choke right now. Give me a choke. Yeah. But she really moved me. But of everyone, she really moved me. Just like she said that she was going through some things. She was going through some pain. But they weren't anything compared to what I dealt with. They weren't anything compared to what I dealt with and what I survived and what I transpired. So now she feels like she can do anything. She can do anything that she can do. So that really moved me. That really moved me. Yeah, she really got me.
So many. Shout out to Bethel AME Church in Boston. Yeah. Beautiful congregation, inspiring service. There was another woman who was leaving, and this woman is a 2-time cancer survivor.
Gigi, yeah.
She's written 2 books.
Yeah.
Gigi was like 75, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Gigi is beautiful.
Yeah.
And she said to Sekou, thank you so much for sharing your testimony.
And begged me to tell my story to other people.
She said, you have to. She said, because people need to see what God is capable of doing. And that is why people share their stories, whether you share it in the form of being a comedian, because a lot of comedian stories, their comedy it's rooted in tragedy.
Yes.
And I was telling Sekou, I said, if Richard Pryor can find the humor in setting himself on fire,
make it funny,
and make it funny,
make it really
relevant,
funny.
I said, surely you can tell your story and find the humor in it. And he did. He did. When he was up there beyond the pulpit, he was talking about the wheelchair, and it was the first time I saw and felt the humor in it.
Yeah.
Because he's past it now, so he can go back and think about, what that is kind of humorous, that I was hiding the wheelchair, that I was hiding the cane.
Yeah.
And
I drove them crazy. They put a robot in my room to watch me, to keep his eyes on me. They went through all kinds of stuff to stop me.
Having
what I was
conversations with your friend, like, can you, So, I think we must tell our stories.
Yeah.
We must tell our stories, and we must use our stories to inspire other people, to motivate other people, to encourage other people, and to equip you for when life hits you, because life is going to hit you. It hits all of us. It may not be a stroke. God willing, it won't be. It's going to be something, though.
It's going to be something.
It's going to be something.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah.
You got to be ready for it.
Yeah.
You got to be ready for it.
Yep.
Ashe. So that's it for today.
All right.
And
now is better
than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Ashe. Shout out to Antoine.
And New Thought Media also.
And New Thought Media.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. We'll see you guys later.
Peace.